Hi everybody, I'm Captain Floofers, and today I'm going to start playing some Planescape Torment for you. This was a game that I chose, or rather a random number generator wheel chose off of my backlog, and I figured I'd play it on YouTube just to make my backlog that much easier to get through. I don't know much about this game. I do know that it is the Enhanced Edition. I got it off Steam. I'm going to turn the volume down in my ear a bit. But it is an Infinity Engine-based D&D game, much like Baldur's Gate or Icewind Dale. It was originally developed by Black Isle Studios in this case, but the Enhanced Edition was developed by, or ported over by Beamdog. And you can pretty much get this on most things these days. It's on PC, mobile devices. I'm fairly sure it's on Linux, and you can even get it on PS4, Xbox One, and Switch. But I have the Steam version here. I got it through a Humble Bundle, and this is the first time I've ever really had a good look at this or a playthrough of this. The only real experience I've had with it was way back in the day, before YouTube was even a thing, I think. Greg had this, I think, and he played like a few minutes of the beginning, and we couldn't figure out what was going on. And I do remember having a speed run of it to the side while I was working or something. I've seen the speed run a couple of times, but not enough to know like what the story is or what's going on here. So this is my first time really touching it. But yeah, seeing as in order to get to the title screen, I had to go through the, what do you call it? Sorry, scratching my head here. The intro cutscene. We can go ahead and play that for you again real quick. Because I don't really know what to make of it. I mean, obviously they're going to intentionally leave things vague. I think there's a huge unknown that's supposed to be around your character for most of the game. I don't know any details pertaining to the plot or anything like that. I just know the game exists. And that it's based off D&D, obviously. Chrono Cross-ass graphics. Not Chrono Cross, but it's more like Final Fantasy VIII-ass graphics, is probably what I should be saying. Yeah, it reminds me... I mean, obviously the graphics remind me a lot of Baldur's Gate, but also kind of from what I've seen of Final Fantasy 7 and 8. I mean, this was made in like the mid to late 90s, so it doesn't surprise me that much. So I guess I'm supposed to be playing as this guy? Do I even get to make a character? I don't know. All this just reminds me of like eons ago when I tried playing Baldur's Gate. On YouTube, and then just like all of this technical shit happened and I couldn't finish the game. But yeah, unlike what I was doing with Baldur's Gate, where I was like, I'm following the FAQ so I can show off everything about the game because I played it before. I have not played this before. I'm not using a guide, and in fact, I have a notebook off to the side here where I will be taking notes, or at least thinking that I'm going to try to remember to take notes. Okay, so I'm the nameless one, apparently. So do I get to pick? Do I not roll my stats? Okay, I just have 9s and everything. Okay, so I guess that doesn't let me roll. It starts off with all 9s, and I can just attribute. Well, I'm gonna want strength. Can I get... Okay, well... Oh, I can put points in to make the percentage higher. Okay. So it gives you 30... for those of you who don't know what this is, because... I mean, if you don't know how Dungeons & Dragons works at this point, then I'm very surprised, because Dungeons & Dragons is more mainstream than it ever has been. I mean, it's like... It's not the 80s anymore. You know... There's no uproar about it. But at the very least in 1st and 2nd edition, Advanced Dungeons & Dragons, when it comes... I mean, all of the stats, of course, first off and foremost, are ranged from 3 being the lowest and 18 being the highest. And that's due to the fact that traditionally when you roll for your attributes, you roll 3 6-sided dice. So... You know, if it's all 1s, then it's 3, and that's the lowest you can get. If it's all 6s, it's 18, that's the highest you can get. But in 1st and 2nd edition Advanced Dungeons & Dragons, if you rolled an 18, and you were... I know it was at least if you were a fighter, or a fighter variant like a paladin or a ranger. I think some races may not have been able to do this. Like, I don't know if elves were able to, or gnomes, or halflings. I definitely know that humans and dwarves were able to. It may just be the fighters, but if you rolled an 18, you also were able to roll a percentile dice, or percentile dice, I should say. Basically 2 10-sided dice that you could use to more or less roll a number between 1 and 100, and you can add that to your strength, kind of like this, and that will give you extra bonuses and stuff. But here, because we're not rolling, it looks like 1 point will bring it up by 1, and then, like, for strength, another point will bring it up by 30 up until 90, and then another point will bring it to 99, and then another one will bring it to 100, and that's the high. That is the highest you can bring your strength up to. I don't know if I really need to do that. That's a lot of points to be putting into strength. Because I do want to put some into like how many points do I have to work with? 21? Yeah, that's a lot to be putting into strength. Because I don't even know if I'm going to be able to pick a class or not. Yeah, strength. Let's see how these work. Strength gives you more carry weight, and your melee attacks are more accurate and damaging. Dex, I know, increases your armor class. It increases your proficiency, like to hit and damage with ranged attacks, and also thief skills. Constitution increases your hit points as well as your saving throws. Oh, you get regeneration too, apparently. Intelligence is mainly for wizards. Yeah, mage skills. Wisdom is mainly for cleric skills. Apparently this gives me a bonus to experience as well. So I guess I can be a cleric. And charisma is basically how people view you. It's not necessarily... At least the way I see charisma, it's not necessarily how much people like you or how much they want to fuck you. It's more, like, because how much they want to fuck you, that's the meme, right? I see charisma as more of how you influence, how easy it is to influence people. Persuasiveness, that's a good way to put it. Personal magnetism and ability to lead. Usually in these games, at least in Baldur's Gate and I think Icewind Dale, they pretty much used the same... I mean, they all used the same engine, but I think they had a lot of the same code. That would affect your... affect, like, shop prices as well. But I don't know... I really don't know what I'm getting into with this. I know that this takes place in either the Abyss or It may take place in one of the levels of hell, or like D&D hell. But I don't know if it's a place that has shops in it. 9 is an average score, so I'm okay with having 9s. I do want a high strength. I do want a high con. Right, I'll have 18 strength, maybe. Let's see. So I don't want to put too much into strength, because then I won't have enough to put in anything else. Like, how much do I have left if I put in the full con? Then I have 3 left. Uh, 16 will be fine for con, I think. So does it says it aids my mage skill, so am I going to be able to cast? Is that what it's saying? This is tough. I'll go for the 1860 strength, I think. Putting those 3 into dex isn't going to affect armor class. I can't go lower than 9. Let's see, yeah, how much until above average? 15 might be good for con, then. It'll be all 40 to make you place above average dex. Doesn't affect my armor class, though. Dex normally affects your armor class. So I'll put like 2 into dex. That should be okay, maybe. Crap. Give me 1 moment. I'm just gonna... Let me just cut this out real quick. Alright, sorry about that. My headset was running low on battery, so I had to plug it in. So this wire is kind of going to be in the way. No matter how much I try to finagle it or reposition it, it's always going to be uncomfortable for me, so I'm just going to have to deal with it. But yeah. So where was I? Oh, yes. Trying to figure out where to put these points. Put 1 into intelligence. Put 1 into wisdom. Get a small bonus to experience points, maybe. Let me see if there's like any flavor text or whatever that'll tell me like what kind of bonuses what kind of bonuses will I get if they're that high. I know I'm spending so much time on character creation. This is very important though, because I don't, especially since I don't know what to expect. Once I get to well above, then then it starts telling me what the bonuses are. So I'll keep this at 1860 for now, because that's what I'm going to be. Okay, it doesn't tell me what kind of bonuses I get for wisdom. I can see the hit point difference, and it says that 18 con will give me 4 hit points per level. Charisma doesn't tell me. Dex. Okay, yeah. After 15, it starts giving me armor class. And intelligence. What are you gonna give me? It doesn't say. Well, it seems that the ones that matter most are strength, con, and dex. 15 will be good for con. Yeah, 15 is good for con, I think. The thing is, I don't know when or if I'll be able to increase my attributes later, because that's not normally a thing in 2nd edition. Like in 3rd edition, you started being able to, like every 3rd level or so, you could put a point or two into an attribute. I know that that's how it is in like 5th edition, depending on the class. You'll get bonus attribute points every so often. But 2nd edition didn't have that. Considering that it just outright says I have mage skills, I'll put the other two into intelligence. I mean, I'll have average on these 4 stats, and these 2 will be a bit lower, but at least it's not below average, and that's all right with me. I can't even change my name. No, I don't even get to pick a class. It's just how it is. That's fine, I suppose. We'll just see how this goes.
Hey, Chief. You okay? You playing corpse or you putting the blinds on the dusties? I thought you were a deader for sure.
Sounds like Rob Paulson. His name is Morte. He's a Flying Skull friend, looks like. Who are you? Oh, no voice acting for this. How did you get U-Star? Who are you? I don't know. I can't remember. Can't remember your name. Well, next time you spend a night in this burg, go easy on the bub. Name's Morte. I'm trapped in here too. Trapped? Yeah, since you haven't had time to get your legs yet, here's the chant. I've tried all the doors, and this room is locked tighter than a chastity belt. We're locked in where? What is this place? It's called the Mortuary. It's a big black structure with all the architectural charm of a pregnant spider. Oh, good. Is Loltha involved? Am I dead? Not from where I'm standing. You got scars aplenty, though. Looks like the same Burke painted you with a knife. Some Burke painted you with a knife. All the more reason to give this place the laugh before whoever carves you up comes back to finish the job. Scars, however, bad are they? Well, the carvings on your chest aren't too bad, but the ones on your back... Morte pauses. Say, it looks like you got this whole tattoo gallery on your back, Chief. Spells out something. What do they say? It looks like you came with directions. Clears his throat. He's a skull. He does not have one of those, but, you know, magic. See, it starts with, I know you feel like you've been drinking a few kegs of Styx wash. Yeah, I love Styx. They're awesome. Maybe not so much in the 90s, but, you know, whatever. But you need to center yourself. Among your possessions is a journal that'll shed some light on the dark of the matter. Farad can fill you in on the rest of the chant if he's not in the dead book already. Farad. Does it say anything else? Or Farad? Yeah, there's a bit more. Morte pauses. Let's see, it goes on. Don't lose the journal or we'll end up the Styx again. And whatever you do, do not tell anyone who you are or what happens to you, or they'll put you on a quick pilgrimage to the crematorium. Do what I tell you, read the journal, then find Farad. No wonder my back hurts. There's a damn novel written there. As for what that journal's I'm supposed to have with me, was there one with me when I was lying here? No, you were stripped to the skins when you arrived here. Besides, looks like you got enough of a journal to pen to your body. What about Farad? Do you know him? Nobody I know, but then again, I don't know many people. Still, some Burke's got to know where to find Farad. Once we get out of here, that is. How do we get out of here? Well, all the doors are locked, so we'll need the key. Chances are one of the walking corpses in this room has it. Walking corpses? Yeah, the mortuary keepers use dead bodies as cheap labor. The corpses are dumb as stones, but they're harmless and won't attack you unless you attack first. How would I play this? I didn't even get to pick, like, alignment or anything. I guess I'm just in, like, full-on... how would I react if this was me? Considering that they're already corpses, saying I don't want to kill them for a key wouldn't really apply because they're already dead. But they're harmless and won't take... Well, they're dumb as stones. What's the most moral way to say that I don't want to hurt a zombie? But dear, should I attack one of? I should attack one of these corpses and load for the key. Well, before you do that, arm yourself first. I think there's a scalpel on one of the shelves around here. Note: search the shelves in the room for a weapon to attack the zombies with. Whenever you find one, go to the inventory screen, backpack button in the lower right, and arm yourself. All right, I'll look for one. One more thing. Those corpses are as slow as molasses, but getting punched by one of them is like getting kissed by a battering ram. If they start getting an edge on you, remember you can run, and they can't. Use it to keep some distance if you need to recover. Okay, I did toggle run on the options screen. So I don't have to worry about holding the shift key or anything. Okay. Combat log, quick loot. Quickly gather any dropped items. I've seen gameplay of the Icewind Dale Enhanced Edition, so I know about quick loot. That's a new thing. Okay. All right, so that's these three. That's quick loot, combat log. Okay. That's pause. Select weapon. Select spell. Okay, so I do get. It's a good thing I put some into intelligence then. Special ability, dialogue. So. Oh, initiate a conversation with a party member. Because that's specifically for talking to people in the party. Toggle party AI. I think I don't know. It usually depends on my mood, on if I usually turn like party AI on or not. I have played games where I'm like, yeah, I'd rather just control my main character and let the computer choose what to do with everyone else. Sometimes I'm just like I want to micromanage everyone, but it usually depends on my mood. I think I'll keep that off for the time being. So I do get pre-spells. I don't have any wisdom. I mean, I have the lowest amount that it could give me, I think. I think that's what I did. Lock view. Target, or character, like that. Dialogue window. Okay. There's your journal, there's pre-scroll. Okay, gotcha. And that's the rest button. Mage spell, map, inventory. And a lot of this stuff I'm fairly sure I'll get the hang of as time goes on. This lab is covered with dry blood and other remains. Also, I'm in windowed mode, so...
All right.
Okay, that's the door. Alright, what are these bandages? Okay, those are healing items. I want those, then. Can I push shift and or control? I know there used to be a button or a key that you could tap. There it is. That'll basically see what I can loot and everything. Hi, zombie. There's a scalpel. Oh no, I didn't want to... Alright, you found the scalpel. Now get those corpses, and don't worry, I'll stay back and provide valuable tactical advice. You could help me, Morte. I will be helping you. Good advice is hard to come by. I meant help in attacking the corpse. Well, it's a skull, so... Alright, then. Introduce these corpses to the second death, then. Alright, before we do that, let's do some more looting. See if I can find more stuff to get. Oh, that looks like it's it. Okay. Right. That'll go... Quick weapon. Cool. Right, so it's equipped now. The shambling corpse looks like it has been dead for several years. The skin along its forehead has been peeled back, revealing its chalk white skull. Someone has chiseled the number 569 into the exposed bone. Looking for a key. Would you happen to have one? Chief, they can't hear you. All right, they're dead. But you're dead and you're talking to me. Yeah, but I'm special. Death couldn't kill my zest for life. These corpses here... Well, Morte rolls his eyes. They probably didn't have much personality to begin with. I see. Look, Chief, Watching you trying to swap the chant with these corpses isn't doing much for my morale. Let's leave the corpse talk for the barmies, alright? Okay, well. Okay, so he does attack. Okay, he's got bandages. These guys aren't too hard. I know he said that getting hit by one would hurt a lot, but I don't know if because I didn't turn down the difficulty or anything. Usually with games from my backlog, I've been turning down the difficulty to like the easiest difficulty just for brevity's sake, but I did not do that for this. We are on the default difficulty level, so I think it was like a slider between 1 and 5. It was defaulted to 3. That's what I have it on right now. Okay, so we got the key now. Right, I have a key. Do I have to put it in the... Yes, I do. Yes, I have the key. Is there a use button? When using keys in Torment, you need only to have them in your inventory to unlock a door. In some cases, the key will vanish after it's used. This is done when the key is no longer needed and frees up your inventory slots for other more important items. Okay, so like the Resident Evil remake. Okay, so I guess the key does not open that particular door then. Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. Some advice, Chief. I'd be quiet from here on. No need to put any more corpses of the dead than necessary, especially the Femmes, plus killing them might draw the caretakers here. I don't think you mentioned before, who are these caretakers? They call themselves the Dustmen. You can't miss them. They have an obsession with black and rigor mortis of the face. They're an addled bunch of ghoulish death worshippers. They believe everybody should die sooner better than later. I'm confused. Why do these Dustmen care if I escape? Weren't you listening? I said the Dusties believe everybody's got to die sooner better than later. You think the corpses you've seen are happier in the dead book rather than out of it? The corpses I've seen here, where did they all come from? Death visits the plains every day, Chief. These shamblers are all that's left of the poor sods who sold their bodies to the caretakers after death. Before you said something about making sure I didn't kill any female corpses. Why? Wait, are you serious? Look, Chief, these dead chits are the last chance for a couple of hardy bashers like us. We need to be chivalrous. No hacking them up for keys, no lopping their limbs off, things like that. Last chance? What are you talking about? Chief, they're dead. We're dead. See where I'm going? Huh? I see where you're going. And I don't like it. What's the charge for necrophilia? That's far less than Morrowind. No, I don't actually. Chief, we already got the opening line with these limping ladies. We've all died at least once. We'll have something to talk about. They'll appreciate men with our kind of death experience. Didn't you say before that I'm not dead? Well, alright, you might not be dead, but I am, and from where I'm standing, I wouldn't mind sharing a coffin with one of these fine sinewy cadavers I see here. Morte begins clacking his teeth as if in anticipation. Of course, the caretakers would have to part with them first, and that's not likely. Alright, I'll try and remember that. Look, Chief, it's obvious you're still a little addled after your kiss with death, so I got 2 bits of advice for you. 1, if you got questions, ask me, alright? Alright, if I have any questions, I'll ask you. 2nd, if you're half as forgetful as you seem to be, start writing stuff down. Whatever you might come across something that might be important, jot it down so you don't forget. If I had the journal I was supposed to have with me, I'd do that. Start a new one then, Chief. No loss. There's plenty of parchment and ink around here to last you. Plus, I have a notebook off to the side here on my little table. Alright, it wouldn't hurt. I'll just make a new one then. Use it to keep track of your movements. If you ever start to get cloudy on important things like who you are, most importantly, who I am, use it to refresh your memory. Alright, so I might not need the notebook then.
Updated my journal.
Cool. The journal is over here. Farrah find a missing journal. Okay, cool. Alright, so I might not need the physical notebook after all, but... You know... Not a bad thing to just kind of have one around. I've been trying to get more into the habit of doing that sort of thing with new games that I play. Actually, is this one of those games... Because I know that, like, Neverwinter Nights or something like that, or Baldur's Gate 2, you could write your own. You could do... I can't necessarily write my own, it looks like. Alright. Let's check these. Any more healing items, at least? Receiving room logbook. Fist irons. Do these do more than the scalpel, at least? I don't know. Not usable by me. That makes a difference. I don't have a fucking class, dude. Alright, there's 2 to 4 crushing damage, so... 2d2 crushing damage. Okay. How much does a scalpel do? It is piercing, 1 to 3. Alright. I'll keep that equipped, but I'll keep... Well, let's see the logbook here. This huge logbook lists mortuary procedures in tight, crabbed script. All shells entering the mortuary are to be delivered to the receiving room and logged with the scribe on duty before being embalmed or cremated. The records are to be checked to determine if the shell is one of the contracted, and if so... Contracted? What's that? And if so, do not prepare the shell. Move the shell into one of the preparation rooms. Am I contracted? Shell? Contact the scribe on duty and notify him that a contracted spell is to be raised. Be certain that a shell is thoroughly stripped of its possessions before being sent to the preparation rooms. The contracted workers are intended for simple manual labor and do not have the capacity to search and strip a shell. This faction is not responsible for any possessions lost or items stolen by the collectors who have brought the shells to the mortuary. I mean, obviously by shells they mean bodies, but am I one of these contracted ones? The shell's possessions are to be stored in the receiving room until an initiate can be sent to claim them. Please catalog all possessions in the logbook. Following this list is thousands of entries of bodies that have been sent to the receiving room. As you flip through the rest of the book, however, you notice the last page has been cut out. Alright, so that's... I guess where I am is on that last page that's been cut out. Am I in the receiving room? Can I get my stuff? Or what stuff I should have? Can I... Let's see... What's that? This book is huge, must contain thousands of names. It seems like receiving. At least that would be my guess if I knew that there was a receiving area. Okay, can't go there. Ooh. This corpse has been completely wrapped in bandages like a mummy. I'm gonna talk to this guy. This scribe looks very old. His skin is wrinkled and has a slight trace of yellow like old parchment. Charcoal gray eyes lie within an angular face, and his long white beard flows down the front of his robes like a waterfall. His breathing is ragged and irregular, but even his occasional coughing does not slow the scratching of his quill pen. Greetings! Whoa, Chief, what are you doing? I'm trying to speak with the scribe. I was going to speak with the scribe. He might know something about how I got here. Rattling your bone box with Dusties should be the last thing. Before Morte can finish his rant, the scribe starts coughing violently. After a moment or two, the coughing spell dies down and the scribe's breathing resumes its ragged wheeze. And we especially shouldn't be swapping the chant with stick Dusties. Come on, let's leave. The quicker we'll give this place the laugh, the bet. Before Morte can finish, the scribe's gray eyes flicker to you. The weight of years hangs heavy upon me, restless one. He places down his quill, but I do not count deafness among my ailments. Restless one, do you know me? Know you? There's a trace of bitterness in the scribe's voice as he speaks. I have never known you, restless one, no more than you have known yourself. You sound for a moment. For you have forgotten, have you not? Who are you? As always, the question, and the wrong question as always. He bows slightly, but the movement suddenly sends him to a bout of coughing. I am Dahl. Perhaps you can answer some questions for me, Dahl.
Updated my journal.
Well, what do you wish to know? What is this place? You're in the mortuary. Again, you have come... coughing, coughing, coughing. This is the waiting room for those about to depart to the shadow of this life. This is where the dead are brought to be interred or cremated. It is our responsibility as dustmen to care for the dead, those who have left the shadow of life and walk the path of true death. Stops and concern. Your wounds must have exacted a heavy toll if you do not recognize this place. It is almost your home. Shadow of life. It's a shadow. You see, restless one. This life, it is not real. Your life, my life, they are shadows, flickerings of what life once was. This life is where we end up after we die, and here we remain, trapped, caged, until we achieve the true death. True death. True death is non-existence, a state of devoid of reason, of sensation, of passion, a state of purity. Some water real quick. See, that's the kind of thing, I mean, not to get too real here, but that's the kind of thing that that scares me about death, is something like that. How would I perceive that? You know, because all I know is, you know, what I can perceive, and if I can't perceive anything, how would I perceive that? It scares the shit out of me, let me tell you. Yeah, sounds like Oblivion. Why would anyone want that? It's worse than remaining in the shadow of life that once was? I think not. Yeah, that actually sounds way worse, my dude. Tell me more about the mortuary. Dustmen. We dustmen are a faction, a gathering of those of us that recognize the illusion of this life. We await the next life and help others on their journey. Okay. Perhaps you can explain why the dustmen want me dead. It is said there are souls who can never attain true death. Death has forsaken them, and their names shall never be penned in the dead book. To awake from death, as you have done, suggests you are one of those souls. Your existence is unacceptable to our faction. I don't sound like it leaves me in a good position. You must understand your existence is a blasphemy to them. Many of our faction would order you cremated if they were aware of your affliction. Well, you're a dustman. You don't seem in favor of killing me. Why not? Because forcing our beliefs upon you is not just. You must give up this shadow of life on your own, not because we force you to. Coughing, coughing, coughing. As long as I remain at my post, I will protect your right to search for your own truth. What is your post? I'm a scribe, a cataloger of all the shells that come to the mortuary. As long as the stream of corpses flows through the mortuary, I shall remain at my post. What's about the sigil? Sigil is our city. Wounds. The wounds that decorate your body, they look as though they would have been sent a lesser man through the path of true death, yet it seems as if many of them have healed already. Those are only surface wounds. What do you mean?
Updated my journal.
Speak of the wounds of the mind. You have forgotten much, have you not? Mayhap your true wounds run much deeper than the scars that decorate your surface, but that is something that only you would know for certain. That's some other questions. How did I get here? Your moldy chariot ferried you to the mortuary. You would think that you were royalty based on the number of loyal subjects that lay stinking and festering upon the cart that carried you. You're on the cart? Yeah,
Updated my journal.
In the opening cutscene. Your body was somewhere in the middle of the heap, sharing its fluids with the rest of the mountain of corpses. Your seneschal, Farid, was, as always, pleased to accept a few moldy coppers to dump the lot of you at the mortuary gate. Who is Farid? He's a collector of the dead. We have such people in our city that scavenge the bodies of those who have walked the path of true death and bring them to us so that they may be interred properly. Where can I find him? If events persist as they have, you have a much greater chance of Farid finding you and bringing you to us again before you find whatever ooze puddle he wallows in this time. Nevertheless, I must find him. Do not seek out Farid. I am certain that it will simply come full circle again with you none the wiser and Farid a few coppers richer. Accept death, restless one. Do not perpetuate your circle of misery.
Updated my journal.
I do not know under which gutterstone Farid lairs at the moment, but I imagine that he could be found somewhere beyond the mortuary gates in the hive. Perhaps someone there will know where you can find him. Okay, what other information can I get out of you? You tell me how to get out of here. The front gate is the obvious exit, but they will not let you they will not let anyone other than Dustman pass. One of the guides by the front gates has a key to it, but it is unlikely he will open it for you unless you're extremely persuasive. Well, my charisma score is not great, but I will try. I want to try to make more D&D characters based off of, like, you know, persuasion, and then, you know, fighting my way out of it if it doesn't work. But one of the main things I remember from what I've seen of the game, you know, like I said, this is the first time I've ever played it, but from what I've seen, I remember there being, like, one guy, the Nameless One. I don't remember him being called the Nameless, but I remember being one person and the skull. So I thought that I might have to solo it. That's why I was thinking, well, maybe I could make myself, you know, more of a kind of like a survival-oriented character, like a fighter cleric or something. But turns out I can't even pick I can't really pick who I am. I just pick my attributes and that's it. But when I get around to playing, like, more traditional D&D based games like Baldur's Gate again, I'll be playing Baldur's Gate again at some point in the future, Icewind Dale. Like, the main character I go with is going to be, like, more of a persuasion-oriented person with combat as a backup. Alright, what other information can I get out of you? Do you know who I am?
Updated my journal.
Getting a lot of journal updates. Now, scant little of you, Restless One. I know little more of those that have journeyed with you and who now lie in our keeping. I ask that you no longer ask others to join with you, Restless One. Where you walk, so walks misery. Let your burden be your own. There are others who have journeyed with me, and they are here.
Updated my journal.
Do you not know the woman's corpse interred in the memorial hall below? I thought she had traveled with you in the past. Am I mistaken? I know nothing about her. Where can I find her? Northwest Memorial Hall on the floor below us. I would like more party members, please. Check the beers there. Her name should be one on the memorial plaques. Mayhap that will revive your memory. I don't ever recall traveling with a woman. Oh, that's the same thing. Okay, gotcha. He told me what he did before. Are you not well? I am close now to the true death. It will not be long before I pass beyond the eternal boundary and find the peace I have been seeking. I tire of this mortal sphere. The plains hold no more wonders for one such as I. Eternal boundary. Like, you're going to the negative plane? Is that it? Okay, yeah. You got all that. Alright. The eternal leaf Doll speaks. Know this, I do not envy you, Restless One. To be reborn as you would be a curse that I could not bear. You must come to terms with it. At some point your path will return you here. Dahl coughs, the sound rattling in his throat. It is the way of all things flesh and bone. Then perhaps we will meet again. Neat. Alright, so let's just do a quick... Okay, Farid, he's out someplace, outside of this crematorium or mortuary. Right. Okay, Memorial Hall on the first floor. I want to see if I can talk to this woman, because she might be a party member, and I would like more people in the party. I already checked that. Can I go through here? No, it's locked. Alright, let's see what else I can do.
Done.
go through here, looks like. Cool. What's in here? More zombies. More stuff I can take. Okay, another character. Let's talk to this character. You see a slight young woman with pale features. The sunken flesh around her cheeks and neck makes her appear as if she is starving. She seems intent on dissecting the corpse in front of her, prodding the chest with a finger. Greetings! The woman does not respond. It seems she's too intent on the body in front of her. As you watch her work, you suddenly notice her fingers are talons. They are darting in and out of the corpse's chest cavity like knives removing organs. Ooh. I said greetings. Makes no response. I think the dusty chit might be a bit short of hearing, Chief. Let's lay off, shall we? What's wrong with her hands?
Updated my journal.
Oh, she's a tiefling. Okay. They got fiend blood in their veins, usually because some ancestor of theirs shared knickers with one demon or another. Makes some of them addled in the head and addled looking too. Jumps and whips around to face you. Her eyes are like a rotting yellow with small orange dots for pupils. She sees you. Her expression changes from surprise to irritation. She frowns at you. Greetings. She doesn't seem to have heard you. Leans forward, squinting as if she can't quite make you out. Whatever is wrong with her eyes must make her terribly nearsighted. You, she collects her talon fingers together, makes a strange motion with her hands. Find thread and embalming juice. Bring here. To Iveen. Go, go, go. I had some questions.
Updated
first.
my journal.
Okay, well, we got a side quest now. Alright, so she's a tiefling. That I don't really think that makes much of a difference. Okay, she wants thread and embalming fluid. Something I can find around here. Hello, zombie person. Stuff here? No. Stuff here? No. Stuff here? No. Stuff here? Locked. I don't have the ability to... do I have thief abilities? It doesn't look like I have spells. I don't need to rest. Okay. Yeah, I don't have any way to pick locks as of yet. Maybe that's where the stuff I need is. That's locked. That looks way up. I don't remember if I'm in the basement or if I'm on like an upper floor, because the first floor is where the lady I'm trying to find is. All right, first off, let's save. New save. Let's see what's upstairs. Are people going to hate me upstairs? Oh no, we're on the 3rd floor now. Okay.
All right.
Okay, so we've been on the 2nd floor the whole time. Where's my map? Where did my map go? I know the opening spiel told me like how to do everything, but I don't remember what they all were. What's under how to play? That can just pop up at any time. Cool. Where is my map? That one. Gotcha. Okay, well, we've pretty much explored everything here, at least from what I can see. Okay. Well, that's the world, huh? Ooh, and I can add notes to the map. That's going to be helpful. Alright, well, I guess let's just explore the 3rd floor then, because that seems to be the only place we can go right now. I'm guessing M will also bring up map screen, okay. Okay, let's go up. Hello there. This skeleton, number 748, according to the number chiseled above its brow, is odd only in that some of its teeth appear to be false ones, made of a reddish-brown stone. They're clearly not valuable, however, as its caretakers would have otherwise removed them. Pardon me if you've seen any skeletons walking around here. Examine the skeleton carefully. I don't want to be a prick. Someone's taken care to bind the bones of the skeleton with leather straps woven around the body in such a pattern that they resemble muscles and tendons. The straps are secured to metal bolts punched into the skeleton's joints. The skeleton looks like it has seen a great deal of service. Many of its bones are chipped. It's numerous. I mean, you didn't have to come up with like a scientific explanation as to why the skeleton can move around. Magic is a thing in Dungeons and Dragons. You could have just said he moves around because it's fucking magic. Let's leave the skeleton alone. What is this Greybeard would mind if I borrowed his body? Greybeard? You know, geezer, old feller. Yellow dog, old. Something tells me you would be twice if you had arms. Let's go. I don't know, can he get his body? I don't think he's in any position to object. Okay, study the skeleton for a moment. Nah, I'd need a fresher one than this. Something with a little more dignity. This one's all creaky and fractured. Alright, then let's go. Oh, Dustman. Stony gaze. Are you lost? Yes. I'll summon a guard to direct you out. Hold a moment. That's not good. Wait. Well, that's fine, I guess.
Damn.
Damn it.
Damn.
Critical miss. We don't want no critical misses on our end here. Oh, I thought I killed that one.
Die.
Hold on, where's my quick loot? Can I talk to you? Nah, you're just attacking me. That's fine. Alright, let's see what we got here. And also, Will going into the... Okay, good. In Baldur's Gate and stuff, if you didn't know, going into your inventory would unpause the game. If you were in single player, anyway. If you're multiplayer, it would stay paused. But in single player... at the very least in Baldur's Gate 1, the game would unpause, because if you're fiddling around in your inventory, that wouldn't necessarily be a free action kind of thing. Let's see what we got here. Robes. Disguises user as a dustman. Only usable in the mortuary. Okay, well I can wear this. Okay, just these are salutable apparently. I don't think I took any. No, I didn't take any damage. That's 2 to 4. What about the clubs? How much do they do? 1 to 6. Oh, I am a fighter. Okay. Didn't realize that was a thing there. Where's my... There we go. Is it based on how you divvy out your attributes, or are you always just a fighter? Yeah, because it gave me human male, I'm a fighter, and I'm true neutral. And I'm level 3 to start. Alright, so I'm good with I'm good with fists, or I'm proficient with fists and edge weapons. So using the club might not be a good idea. That's what I went in there to see. So fist is good. Scalpel is an edged weapon, so yes, that's good. What the knife? It's 1 to 3 slashing. Alright, I'll have that equipped as well. Oh, does that... Okay, yeah, if you change your weapon, it'll take the disguise off. That's fine, I suppose. Eyeball? Why would I take that out? That seems like a silly idea, game. I'll put the rings on. At the very least, just to save on inventory space a bit. Don't think I need more than one of these. So I'll just leave that there, and I'll keep one club around just in case. Because these look like they're common enough to not be particularly valuable. This might be worth a little bit more, so I'll hold on to that. Also, I'll put these in quick item just in case. I'll hold on to one club just in case I get a character that's proficient in clubs. And what do you have? Oh, just a bite. Proficiency fist, don't ask. Hold on, let me take a look at your statistics here. Your race is just Morte. You're also a fighter with a 12 strength. That's great. Oh, and you're hurt a little bit. Well, you're a dex fighter, so that's fine. Your charisma is 6. And he only has proficiencies with fist, which makes sense because that's his bite attack is considered a fist. Alright. Alright, let's start looking around. Needle and thread. Sounds like something I'll need. What is that? The air roaring from the mouth of this immense furnace is incredibly hot. Walking a few steps past the archway would definitely cause your hair and flesh to burst into flame. Well, I'm not going to go that way, then. I'll tell you that for free. Oh. No, I'm one of the dudes. You like me, right? Valuable on them. Mortuary reminder message. I'll look at that. Show a piece of parchment. This is the third and last request for the pry bar. If it has been misplaced, tell me, and I shall go to the hive market and purchase another. I have no objection to maintaining the contracted workers, but I've been trying to repair the skeletons, and the bolts are wedged in so tight I can't get them out. Also, some of the locks in the storage cabinets on the 3rd floor become stuck again due to the heat, and I need the pry bar to snap them open as well. If the pry bar is indeed lost, I will see about procuring the services of a locksmith and having the cabinet locks replaced. Your aid in this matter would be appreciated. Alright, so I guess I gotta find a pry bar. Junk. I'm not going to pick that up. Hello, fellow dustman. Fine. Rusty dagger. Yeah, I don't want that. I don't want that. That's useless to me. Seems to be, anyway. Floors aren't very big, so it's good for exploring at least. What's in here? Shelves. Embalming charm. For a task list. Someone has penned a series of tasks in red ink on this parchment. Would like the contracted workers to be inspected thrice daily, and at the end of each work shift, when the new initiates come on duty. We have experienced too many contracted collapses while engaged in heavy labor, and as of late, I fear the embalming enchantments initially used on the corpses may be decaying or may have been warped somehow. If the contracted workers could be inspected every 8 hours and raised if they have collapsed, and this would prevent the backlog of shells in the preparation rooms and free up more contracted workers for other duties. Yeah, I know how it is with backlogs, man. Gotta nip that in the bud. Don't be like me. We're working on this for years. I do not wish collapsed bodies to be disposed of. When possible, the original contracted shells are to be... Is it contracted or contracted in this... In this context? I'm gonna say contracted. Because it doesn't sound like they're contractors. It doesn't sound like that. I'll just say contracted. I do not wish collapsed bodies to be disposed of. When possible, the original contracted shells are to be raised and be made to resume their duties. I have included spare embalming charms within the shelves for the initiates on duty. They are to be used only when the shells cannot be repaired with stitching, bandaging, or applications of embalming fluid. Valk's Embalming Miner. Usable only on nameless when in Morte. The strange metal bracelet has directions inscribed on the side of it. Judging from the crude text, it appears that the bracelet works by being held by a living creature. Then pronouncing a mantra to the true death, it is touched to the forehead of a zombie or skeleton. When this is done, the minor enchantment held within the item spreads through the corpse, strengthening their bones, killing traces of corpse rot and or grave mold, and helping to seal minor tears in the skin. I can read, I swear. This item will work on either you or Morte. Simply place it on your quick item slot, then use it from the quick menu on Morte, or have Morte use it on you, in order for it to take effect. When cast, the target gains 2 to 8 temporary hit points, with a bonus temporary bonus of +1 AC for a half hour. The extra hit points will heal the target if he has less than max hit points, or they will give him bonus hit points for a half hour. Oh, I see. Well, I will take those. That sounds neat. It's like Stone Skin. I can cast Stone Skin. Clot Charm. Qu'est-ce que c'est ça? Heals 9 hit points, +5 resistance to slashing attacks, +10% resistance to piercing. Yeah, I'll take that. There's all kinds of cool stuff in here. That's locked, so I can't do anything with that. I do want bandages. Sorry, not sorry, Dustman. I took all your stuff. Okay, what's down here? Okay, that's just the thing that stays up then. That's cool. Hello, fellow Dustmen. How are you today? Do you have any stuff?
See that?
These folks didn't see me when the other dude sounded the bell. They should be blissfully unaware of my true nature because I have a disguise on. Honestly, I just have it on because I don't want to look naked. I am a modest lad. That's just how I am. Is this just the same Oh, they were. It was just right there. Okay, well, so they did see me then. That's fine, I suppose. It makes sense. It's fine, game. I'll play. I mean, I'm playing a game, but fine. I'll just kill everyone else who wants to kill me. Something I was wondering. Let me look at the statistics, because pretty rat charm. I didn't get to see. He's chaotic good. Okay, that's what I wanted to see was his alignment. I was just curious. What does Dirty Rat Charm do? +1, plus 10% to stealth, plus 5% pickpocket, -1 to charisma. I'll take it. I mean, I'm not a thief, but if we get a thief in our party, I can give it to them. Okay, Sanctum Key. Cool. Hello? Sorry. That goes downstairs, obviously. Hammer. Well, I'll take it just in case I get somebody who can use hammers, but I am not proficient in that, so I will not use it. Is that everything here? Seems to be. Alright, let's go down this side. I'm fairly sure it's just going to take me someplace I've been, because I've been all over the second floor, but I don't know. See what happens. Okay, yeah, I've been here. Oh, I can go down the first floor now. Cool. Oh! How do you know?
Damn.
Damn it.
How do you know? Come on, man. I'm wearing a disguise. Well,
Did you see that?
he seemed important because he had a name. But at the same time, I don't know what to expect, so I'm just going to accept the consequences of my actions.
All right.
Alright, he's got the key. He has a key to some extent. Does this mean that, like, if I find that lady, is she going to attack me too? I don't want everyone to attack me. Oh, no, that's out. I don't want to out. You gonna attack me too? Asshole. I'm gonna take your money. That's what you get. Alright, she's in the northwest corner, if I remember correctly. Alright, let's see. I have auto heal, apparently. I guess that's just something I have? This keeps getting weirder and weirder. Where's the memorial? It's a large tomb. Marble surface gives it an elegant look. There's supposed to be like a memorial thing around here that has the lady's name on it. Oh, they mentioned Styx earlier. Did they mean lady the song? Well, they said woman, didn't they? They didn't say lady. I said lady. And Lady is a song by Styx. One of their more famous songs.
Damn.
This is looking less and less where this person might be. Man, I'm not even going to try with you. I know you're not going to believe me. Heavy barred gate of rusted steel is going to be any way of opening it. Metal pipes. I mean, this is definitely not in the northwest or whatever anymore. Am I going to find any embalming fluid for the tiefling? Or is that even going to matter now? Is she going to attack me? bronze bracelet? That's cool, I suppose. Actually, maybe I should equip the one of these on my wrist, just in case I want to use stone skin. And this charm, that's a quick item, cool. Keys, I'll just keep in the inventory. Stack the bandages. Dirty rat charm. That can only be used by thieves, so I'll just hold on to it. In case I get a thief friend. Hope I can get a thief friend. That'd be neat. Alright, where's my lady friend? Where do I find this person? Giant skeletons, you say? Well, I'll punch it. Do I have a knife? I should probably, if these are... Yeah, okay, I have the punching.
Damn.
Punching is what I want against skeletons. They're... Oh. Ouches.
How many times must this fool die?
Okay.
Oh, finally. Now I can stop watching over you and go relieve myself.
Okay, so I just keep all my stuff then.
I'm gone. Done.
Okay.
All right.
That makes things a little easier then. I don't feel as bad about, you know, not saving. Alright, so as I was saying, skeletons are usually a bit more susceptible to crushing damage than piercing or slashing, so I was checking to see if I had punching on, and the punching was good. Now I can just talk to these guys. This skeleton mortar will do. Is that a yes or? Oh yes, I think this will do. All right, give me a second to pry the head off this thing. Oh, guess not. Nice try though.
Don't let it end like this.
Okay. Well, I'm not afraid of dying.
Welcome back, Chief.
All right.
I think that is Rob Paulson. I'm gonna look this up.
I'm gone.
Hold up. Give me a second. Let me look this up, because I'm mega curious now. Alright, sorry about that. Yes, indeed, the Morte is played by Rob Paulson. Alright, now where is the woman friend? Also, I guess we just leave the skulls alone. Seems like a good idea. Also, don't talk to the dustman. It's just gonna make things a pain in the ass for me. Yeah, because everyone's neutral to me now again, and I already skipped out on talking to someone who seemed to be an important NPC. Or at least a named NPC. They're usually, if they have a name, they're somewhat important. But I guess I'm not going to know now, so that's great. I've been here already.
Done.
Right. Don't talk to the skeletons. Nothing good will come from that. Right, Northwest Memorial Hall. Okay, that's where I want to be. Northwest Memorial Hall. Where is the plaque that has my friend's name on? At least someone I'm hoping is a friend. Oh, is that her? Are you friend? You see a strikingly beautiful ghostly form before you. Oh, she's the one from the intro. Her arms are crossed, her eyes are closed, she has long flowing hair, and her gown seems stirred by some ethereal breeze. As you watch, she stirs slightly and her eyes flicker. Greetings?
You. What is it that brings you here? Have you come to see firsthand the misery you have wrought? Perhaps in death I still hold some shred of use for you, my love.
Who are you? Begging motion with her hands. How can it be that thieves of the mind continue to steal my name from your memory? Do you not remember me, my love? Stretches out her arms. Think. The name Dianara must evoke some memory within you. The name does sound familiar. Oh, we can try it. Show mercy. Even death cannot chase me down. Do not see our memory shall return. Do you know who I am? You are one both blessed and cursed. You are the one never far from my thoughts and heart. Curse. The nature of your curse should be apparent. Look at you. Death rejects you. Your memories have abandoned you. Do you not pause and wonder why? Still trying to get my bearings, actually. What else can you tell me about myself? I know that you once claimed you loved me and that you would love me until death claimed us both. I believed that, never knowing the truth of who you were, what you were. And what am I? She suddenly freezes, speaks slowly as his voice frightens her. The truth is this, you are one who dies many deaths. These deaths have... Well, I've seen that. These deaths have given the knowing of all things mortal, and in your hand lies the spark of life and death. Those that die those that die near you carry a trace of themselves that you can bring forth. As Dianara speaks the words, a crawling sensation wells up in the back of your skull, and you suddenly feel compelled to look at your hand. As you lift it up and look at it, you can see the blood coursing sluggishly through your arm and pouring into your muscles, and in turn giving strength to your bones.
Updated my journal.
And you know Dianara is right. You suddenly remember how to coax the dim spark of life from your body and bring it forth. The thought both horrifies you and intrigues you. You have remembered how to raise others from the dead. Cool. I had other questions. Can you tell me where I am? Eternal Boundary. I was hoping you would join my party, honestly. I was really hoping that you would join my party. Alright, any other information? Oops. Need to escape. Apologize for my request. I did not mean to offend. Please, I had some other questions. What happens if I say this? Died for you. I suffer for you. I need your help. Will you spurn me in my hour of need? Aww. I did a bad. Alright, let's move on. I did a bad, I think. Alright, well, now we gotta find this Farron guy. I think. Let me check my journal. I also need to find my journal. Oh, fetch embalming fluid and needle for Iveen. Well, shit. Okay. I think I'll probably find embalming fluid on the second or third floor.
Done.
'Cause I know I've already checked these locations, just found bandages and shit. Okay, cast Raise Dead 3 times. I don't know if that's 3 times total or 3 times before I have to rest. But it's good to know that I have that. Let's start from upstairs and work our way down.
Done.
Because I kind of want to do the side quest before I leave. Unless, I mean, I don't know if the embalming fluid's outside of the building or not. I just want to be thorough. Okay, don't talk to the dustman. Nah. Nah, it's cool. Nah, it's cool. Be cool, friend. We're gonna be cool? We're gonna be cool? Alright, I'm gonna come up here with a disguise, actually. Nah. Leave quickly. Alright then. Oh, shit. Here we go again. Alright, I'm gonna head downstairs and, I'm gonna reset this by letting the skeletons kill me. That'll be, like, the quickest thing to do, I think. That way I can go back up onto the third floor with the disguise on, and maybe then it will actually let the disguise work.
Damn it.
I'm hurt.
Because the bell resets after I die.
Another trip to the mortuary. I'm sick of dragging your corpse back here with my teeth.
Alright. Let's put this on now. And also let's just take a couple of these. Where's Morte on here to pass to him? How do I take individual ones? Because, like, right-clicking in Baldur's Gate allowed me to take, like, individual things in a stack, but...
What's up?
Because Morte needs to be healed. I guess I just have to put him on the floor and then pick him up with Morte. That's the only thing I can think of to... Shit.
All right.
Hold up. Alright. Move. You.
Okay.
You take the bandages. Oh, I can just choose to... Okay, that's fine. I'll give him back to Nameless One, then. Because I'd rather have him have the stuff,
gone.
because he's the one I usually have highlighted for things. So I can, at the very least, use this on other people. It's not like the potions in Baldur's Gate, where it's like, no, you can only use those with whoever is holding it. That should do for now. Now let's see if the disguise will help.
All right.
Because Because I need some embalming fluid. Okay, and now they don't care. Yeah, I don't think talking to him is going to help. I honestly think it should be in the preparation room, but... Oh, did I check down here already? Oh yeah, that's the one outside. It just has junk in it. Okay. That's locked. Or do I have a key that can unlock it now? No, I don't. Do I still have 2 keys? I do still have 2 keys. Why can I not... Why can I not scroll down? Why is it not letting me scroll down? There it goes. Just to be at like the very edge of the window. Because I'm not playing in full screen. Oh look, your stuff's on the ground. Ain't that some shit? I'm fairly sure I looted all of these already. Did I loot those already? Charcoal charm. Oh, I didn't loot that, apparently. Must have missed this stuff. What does the charcoal charm do? Resistance to fire. I mean, you never know. It does unfortunately look like just like a use item. But it's better than nothing. If I come across someone who can use fire on me. Alright, I have a needle and thread. Well, I haven't gone in here yet. How did I miss this? No. There's the pry bar that they were talking about. Dustman request. Contact the necromancer responsible for raising contractual worker 42. I know that he's examined the skeleton before, but I am certain that the initial raising of the body was warped. The worker still responds to commands, but when it has completed a task, it resumes pacing in the same circular manner as it had before. Dahl recently informed me that Worker 42 exhibited that same walking pattern when it was a zombie decades ago. There may be a soul echo in the marrow of the skeleton's age, or the skeleton's age may have caused the magic animating him to decay. One of the initiates suggested that it might be following an order issued by a higher-ranking dustman in the past, but I found no records of such an order. Whatever the reason for its behavior, the matter is to be resolved or the worker replaced. Okay. Container is locked. Can I use the pry bar on the lock? Because it did say that the pry bar could be used... Or it's a weapon. Proficiency clubs. Hold on. It'll fuck up my disguise. Okay, no, it won't. Alright, that is equipped. Container is locked. Attack the container, okay.
Forced it.
Open.
Well, get out of the way. I need to open that. That's more of these clot charms, why not? Alright, so I guess I'll use this to open up the chest up here too. Or any other of these locked... I say chests, but like these locked desks and things. Actually, did I open you? Did I have a chance to open you already? Yes, I have. Okay. So which one was locked in here? That one.
Forced it.
Bone charm. Corpse fly. What do these charms do? So it looks like it was frozen. Evokes swarm curse. Sounds lovely. Bone charm. Ooh, plus to armor class and resistance to crushing attacks. Neat. Not what I'm looking for, but neat.
I'm gone.
I'll hold on to that stuff. And I will make sure to use the bottom of the correct window to scroll down, because I'm getting a little mixed up because the window's kind of overlapping, kind of sort of, with the OBS window I have open. And I'm trying to put my mouse down to the bottom of the OBS window to scroll down, and that's not going to work. Alright, what was locked here? This is locked here.
Alright. Forced it.
Ancient copper earring. Okay. More band-aids. Where am I on the map? Down there. Let's start looking around for more chests then. Hold up. We going here? Oh, that's just that door. Okay. Anything locked here that we can bash open with our new toy? Pretty sure I checked all this stuff. That's not stuff I can look at. Probably gonna have to go back to the first floor. So I remember there at least being at least one thing that was locked down there. Okay. Alright, fairly sure I got all that stuff. Because I remember being pretty thorough with the second floor. Anything in my room? I'm just gonna call this my room. This is where I'm gonna respawn every time I die. I'm probably gonna... Am I gonna come back here, like, every time I die? Like, if I'm, like, halfway across the world, I'm still gonna come back here? I'll have to be prepared for that possibility. That is a thought. Alright, where were locked things around here? Were there locked things around here? Scroll down. There we go. Okay, nothing in here. What about in the skeleton room? Don't talk to him, just check. I didn't check over here, I don't think. It's a hatchet. I'm not good with axes, so... I mean, it is something to hold on to, at the very least. I will hold on to it, but... it's not something I'm particularly proficient in. What I need to find is like a sword or something. That's what I'm good with using. Evidently. That and punching things. I thought there was like locked stuff around here. Need some embalming fluid, my dudes. Anything over here that... This is just the entrance again. I could have sworn there were some locked shelves down here. That kind of sucks. Well, I'm sure I can come back here. I'm sure I will... it's inevitable that I will come back here at some point. So... Oh, she's back. Can I talk to her again?
Again you have come. Why is it you continue to torment me?
Alright, well, we've made up. That's good. Okay. Senses that do not. Time itself relaxes its hold as a chill of oblivion. Slowly claims us. What's the things you get to swarm across my vision? I see you. Is your ranting tired? I'm trying not to be an asshole. Tell me. Why is this a lie? Why is this a lie? I am interested in helping this person. Oh, make vow.
This is what my eyes see, my love. Unfettered by the shackles of time. You shall meet enemies 3, but none more dangerous than yourself in your full glory. They are shades of evil, of good, and of neutrality, given life and twisted by the laws of the planes.
Okay.
You shall come to a prison built of regrets and sorrow, where the shadows themselves have gone mad. There you will be asked to make a terrible sacrifice, my love. For the matter to be laid to rest, you must destroy that which keeps you alive and be immortal no longer.
Okay.
I know that you must die while you still can. The circle must come to a close, my love. You were not meant for this life. You must find that which was taken from you and travel beyond, into the lands of the dead.
Well, I still can.
Updated my journal.
I do not doubt your ability to raise from the dead. I do believe that every incarnation weakens your thoughts and memories. You claim you have lost your memory. Perhaps it is a side effect of countless deaths. If so, what more will you lose in successive deaths? If you lose your mind, you will not even know enough to realize that you cannot die. You shall truly be doomed. How long has this been going on? Okay.
I shall wait for you in death's halls, my love.
I'm alright. Alright. Well, at least I made up with my ghost girlfriend. That's important. I don't want to... Hello? Qu'est-ce que c'est ça? No, what is this? Hold on. Hold up. Well, not this. What I wanted was where's my save? Save game. What did that do? There's tentacle monsters in my room? Tomb. My hub world. Penn Gillette is here. I didn't finish my quest though. I don't have my missing journal, nor have I found Farad, nor did I find the embalming fluid for the lady, the tiefling lady. I'm in a tomb though now. Let's take a look at what Penn Gillette has to say. Vaxis, if you are reading this, then you have undoubtedly failed in your task and have been forced to use the escape route I arranged. I told you that your little disguise idea was ridiculous. In any case, you'll need to lay low for a while. The Dustmen may be deluded, but they're not fools, and they will certainly seek retribution for our intrusion. I've let you some coins. Use them to secure a hiding place in the hive, preferably in Ragpicker Square. The Dustmen will be unwilling to look for you there. Okay. Once you've secured a new hiding place, I have a new mission for you. Find out where Farad is getting those bodies he's delivering to the mortuary. Okay, well, this is going to lead us to Farad, hopefully. It's apparently causing the Dustmen a great deal of upset, and I wouldn't mind knowing myself. Reports are that a stone-faced Dustman at the Gathering Dust Bar, Initiate Emmerich, I think the fool's name is, has been sending out finders to try and mark Farad's movements. See if you can find out how far along he is, and hinder his efforts until we know more about Farad's activities. I don't want Emmerich finding out something before we do. Okay. So evidently, if we go to that district or whatever, and then go to the bar, there'll be a guy named Emmerich there, and he might know something about our Farad guy, the Farad friend guy. Can we just leave here? Oh. Sigil, that's the city that we're in. Okay, so that was just the way out of the mortuary then. I got an achievement, evidently. Mortuary gate. Okay. Let's save that.
All right.
Friends of your approach. I have no time to be rattling me bone box with strangers, Cutter. Besides, I'm not generally safe to do so in the hive. Fare you well. Alright. You say the same thing? Wherever in the Gathering Dust Bar, but don't be surprised if someone expects you to wait on them. It's a wretched mess. You ever in the Gathering Dust? Okay, that's the same thing. I've got to learn all their slang and shit. Here, the alley of dangerous angles. Whole neighborhood once stood there, got burned to the ground. Nothing but packs of roving thugs there now. I'll keep that in mind. Well, apparently the harlot is trying to talk to me.
That?
Nah. No, you picked a fight with me. This is your fault, sir. Hold on. Hold on, I'ma punch you. I didn't even have anything good on you. Who's that guy? Dabus. Hey, bud. You see a tall creature with a shock of white hair. Its skin has a greenish cast, and a pair of goat horns protrudes from its forehead. Just trapped in a long... It's trapped. Dressed in long, flowing robes, and appears to be floating slightly above the ground. Greetings! Creature turns to face you, and a series of symbols appear above its head. The series must have a slight go about them, and they just hover there. Well, for power's sake, Dabus. What's wrong? He's a Dabus. They speak in rebuses. It's annoying word puzzles. If you don't know what he's saying, you better find a native or some other way to communicate with him if you want to. An annoying bunch. My bet they can speak. They just prefer to piss everyone else off by trying to puzzle out what they're saying. What's a Dabus or Dabus? Chant is they're janitors for the Lady of Pain? That's Lolth, isn't it? I think that's Lolth. And they float around, breaking, fixing, and patching up Sigil according to her whims. They're worse than the corpse flies. You can swat them, though. You can't swat them, though. The lady will get upset. Pain. She runs the city. You'll know if you see her. She's got these blades around her face. She's about the size of a giant. She floats off the ground just like these guys. Nobody knows much about her. She doesn't speak much. All you need to know is that you don't want to make her angry. If you see her, my advice, run. I see. Can you translate what he's saying? I'd sooner be strained through Tanari's bowels than unravel what these floating goat heads are trying to say. You want a translator? Find a Sigil native. Okay. I'm sorry, I don't understand you. I have a feeling that's Lolth is who they're talking about there. Who's the evil drow goddess? Tired-looking woman dressed in a tight leather bodice and leggings. The odor of cheap perfume surrounds her like a cloud, and her face is covered with a mask of crude makeup. She smells and sees her. Why don't you stay and chat with me a bit? Greetings. Blood who's lost something may help you. Good fortune. We probably lost what we were looking for. You're getting missed. Actually, I'm missing a journal. What are you about? Say anything, but just have some questions. I can pay you how much? 10 coppers. Yeah, I have that much. There are some things I want to know. For someone named Farid. If you want to know about that blood, it'll be thrice the coppers of normal asking. Fair enough. Here's 30 commons. And that's the price. Anything you can tell me about him. He's a collector boss. He has a whole bunch of bloods in his shadow. Where can I find him? No one knows for dead sure, but if I were to suggest a place, I'd say Ragpicker Square. 3 blocks due west of the Mortuary. It's a collector. It looks to do what I do. Thanks for the information. Jenka, it's been some time it has. I'm not even going to ask how you intend to accomplish this. It's a talking encyclopedia. That's me, Chief. Well, don't sweat it. From looks at first, it's probably saving you from dying twice. Okay. I haven't leveled up yet. I'm getting close, though. What about Morte? Not as close, but he's also only level 2. No, I've already talked to enough prostitutes today, I think. What's in here? This obsidian monument has names chiseled on it. Hello, sir. The man before you seems to be in the middle of height in years. He is stout with a thick, bullish neck, and his shoulders are hunched as if a great weight was pressed upon them. He wears an impatient look as he stares at the black monolith in front of him. Greetings. Here's from Cutter. No need to ask my leave to go stand here. Actually, I wanted to know what this monolith was. It's a tombstone for the plains, he says. He scoffs. Graveyards of names are scratched on that rock. I can only hope my name's the one that'll split this stone in twain. Points to the base of the monolith. Quentin, right there, hammered in just hard enough to send the damn thing crashing down. Tombstone for the plains. Aye, the Dusties scratched the names of the dead on this monument here, and on the walls of this place. Not enough space by my reckoning, but no matter. They do their best. Can hardly read half the names. What are you doing here? Reading the new arrivals. Try to find a new one every day. Try to remember if I knew them. Nothing more. Dustman, record names. Scratch them on the rock and scratch them on the walls of this place, too. I don't know if they take the trouble of... take a counting of the dead. The Dusties didn't. The Dusties have more care for the living. But the Dustmen mourners that come to this place, they aren't mourning the dead, you see. They're mourning the living. You can barely get a word in them edgewise without asking to mourn some poor living bird for you. Why do they mourn the living? Probably because they want to kill everyone. I mean, there, Cutter. Might want to put the question to them. Seems like me the death are thrice worth the pity of any poor sod living in this pit. Every name on there is blessed in my book, it is. Ever know anybody who came back after their name was put on there? And come back from death? Not a one, Cutter. Everything that lives here dies, and that's the way of things. Still, considering the plains go on forever and all, I suppose anything's possible. Suppose so. Oh, well. That's all the questions there.
Hey, we're being watched, Chief. Just look natural. Casual.
Cool. Anybody got any embalming fluid around here? Alright, let's gather our party and venture forth this way.
I'm gone.
Because I kind of want to head this way and see if I can find this ferret guy.
Here you go, Cutter. She's all yours.
He's a collector. What do you want? I had some questions. Looking for a man named Farid. I don't make enough jig to go lighten up the dark for nothing, and it'll take a bit of coin if he wants the chant. See, $5. Ask. Looking for a man named Farid. About him. Do you know where he is? I know where the rat bastard isn't, and he ain't where most of the collectors call Kip in the Ragpicker Square, but he's close by here. Where's the chant? One moment, please. Alright, sorry about that. I gotta get used to this slang. I don't know, it just doesn't gel well with me, for whatever reason. It's kind of annoying. Do all collectors share their opinion of Farid? Ragpicker Square is Sharegrave's, the boss's territory, you see. Farid and his dogs come in a while back and tried to oust us. We fought him off, we did, so they're all hiding somewhere now. This'll catch one of his lads now and then around the square. Usually we'll turn him into a quick spot at the jink at the mortuary, the pike and sods. What did he say? So he's not in Ragpicker Square. Okay. That's what journal I lost. Oh. Alright. I don't really need to ask about the collectors. I know that they're people who gather up dead bodies and sell them to the dustmen. Hey, you. Yes? Your first impression of Mar is that he needs a long bath, preferably away from any creature that has any sense of smell. You can almost see the stench waft from his body in sinister yellow tendrils. He motions towards you frantically in an effort to get you to come over to talk to him. Approach this person and see what he has to say. Thank you for stopping me. My name is Mar and I have a favor to ask you. I'm listening. 'Tis a matter of life or death. I must be delivering this here box, or be head for sure. 'Tis me bad luck that I twisted me leg something fierce, so will you help me out delivering this beer box for me? I suppose. You see a look of regret upon his face, then it's gone. Then he looks to you and hands you the box. A slight shimmer surrounds the box as you and Mar touch it. A sigh of relief is held as Mar releases the box in your care. What now? This need to be delivered to Quatra. He can usually be found somewheres down in the southeastern section of the hive. Oh, unless you try to say I didn't warn you, whatever happens, don't open the box and don't leave the hive with the box. I'll be off with you. Okay.
Updated my journal.
Get a room and a girl, Cutter.
I feel like I might have made a mistake. But here we go. Alright, so southeast.
Hey, Cutter, I got a good place for you to stay. Come inside. You'll live longer. We got warm beds in here, Cutter. Come on in.
There's some map
Come
again.
on, Cutter, come on in here. You want to sleep outside? It's cold out here. Come on inside. We got
I
a
don't
warm
need to
bed.
sleep right now, sir. Please, please shut up. Thank you. That goes to southwestern. Southeastern is what I wanted, correct?
Come on in here, Cutter. Give it a rest. You don't want to sleep on the street.
Yeah, southeastern is what I want.
Come on in.
Northeastern. One moment. Alright, sorry about that.
All right.
Let's see if we can find our way southeast, because I would like to finish this box quest. It seems like it might be a good idea to finish said box quest sooner rather than later, because I do have a bit of a bad feeling about box quests. That's the bar that they were mentioning. I'll go to the bar once I'm done with box quest.
Looks like the Dusty's lost one of their deaders. Can't find it.
Is this the way I want to go? Okay, I can walk on this. Okay, I can go down there. Cool. Alright, Quatra. That's the person I'm looking for. Pardon me. No.
Done.
Hold on, I'll get to your side quest momentarily. I need to drop this box off with a person. Evidently. Angry Hive Dweller. There's some thugs around here. I can always punch them if they try to get rowdy. I don't think I want to go in. Do I want to go in there? Yes, I do want to go in there. Let us do.
Done.
Pardon me. Looking from box to box, this man seems to be totally immersed in counting boxes and scribbling results down on a piece of parchment. He looks annoyed as you interrupt him. What is it now? Can't you see him dizzy taking inventory? Go bother someone else. I was told to deliver this box to you. Why didn't you say so in the first place? Let's see what you got for me. I'm sure it'll need to be inventoried. Mar told me to give this to you. As you hold the box up for him to take, Quatra's expression turns from one of interest to one of intense horror. No! Please get it away from me. I don't understand. Why are you afraid of the box? I said, get back. Death Evil had to dupe Mar. He couldn't take it anymore. Please take Nebraska and live Southwest Hive. Me, no. Apparently the south of the box is too much for him as he runs screaming from the building. What am I supposed to do with...
Updated my journal.
Okay. Alright, well... let's go to the southwest then and give this to Braskin, I suppose. Look, man, I don't even work here. How do I leave? Where's the out? Is this out? How do I leave? How do I leave your warehouse, sir? I don't want to be in here anymore. Oh, there it is. Oh, hi. I'm gonna punch you.
Done.
Alright, what do you got? Got one of these. Another one of these bronze bracelets. It's cool, I suppose. Alright, southwest. Is there a way that I can just go west?
Cutter! Come on in, Cutter, you're gonna love this!
Can I not go this way? Yeah, the southwest part. Okay. Some of these entryways are kind of hard to see. Alright, so... Braskin is who I'm looking for now.
I'm gone.
I'll tell you
Come
now.
on off with you there, let's go. Alright, Governor, that's all then.
Thugs.
Come on now.
Laborer.
Jellied Hydra eyeballs in aspic.
Ooh, a merchant. Hello, merchant. Yes, I would like better things than what I have. What is a stiletto? Oh, it's a dagger. Okay. Do you have a sword? I've got iron knuckles. And not as good as what I have all that on that front. Knife. Do you not? I'd like a sword. I want a sword. All right, I can sell some of this shit. I don't need the knife. I don't need bronze bracelets. Fairly sure I don't need those. Cool. Hello, other merchant. Oh, he's got... He doesn't have anything. Do you have equipment? Ah. You don't have anything I want. No thanks.
Come in, Basher. Look here, the finest Toledo blade.
Craddock. Okay, marketplace, dwelling.
See the shine on that? See the edge on it? I tell you what, Cutter, that'll do you your business.
Can I go in here? Does this have who I'm looking for in it? Doesn't look like it.
I'm gone.
Let me just check the map periodically. There we go. Just check the map periodically and just find the house of the person you're looking for, just like right there. He looks like a very nice person. In the name of the abyss, are you doing in my house? Leave now before I make you another thing more. So that's to deliver this box to you into your care. Well, I didn't say so, so hand it over, and you can be on your way. Present the box to Brask, and his expression changes from one anticipation to that of amusement. Whoa there, I won't fall for such a trick the second time. Put the thing away and leave. I don't understand, why wouldn't anyone take this box? First Quatra, now you. Did you say Quatra? That's the fellow who bought the box off me. Thought he got the best of me when he bought it. I guess he figured the gem alone was worth more than the price that he paid me. Poor fellow doesn't know what didn't realize what he'd gotten himself into until it was too late. Just what's so horrible about this box? You mean you really don't know anything about the box you're holding? Well, I guess it won't hurt to tell you what I know. First off, so you don't get any ideas in your head, the curse on that box only affects the current owner of the box, and to be the current owner of the box, you have to willingly take possession of it. There goes the idea of just leaving the box for someone else to find. So what's in the box? Now that is a good question. The box has been around the hive since anyone can remember. There are many rumors flying about. As you can imagine, over time, the truth has been warped a little bit further with each retelling of the story. Go on. I've heard many a story about that box, and they all seem to have a recurring theme. The name given to that foul thing is Mordor's box, and the owner of the box will die should he or anyone else open it. As to the contents, who knows? Some say it's an ancient dragon, while others say it's the evil soul of Mordor himself. I cannot tell for sure, but just by looking at it, any soul can tell if it's something evil, and one would have to be a fool to open it. What am I supposed to do with it? I suggest you go see Shalandra. She lives in this northeastern region of the hive. It was from her that I won the box. Who knows? Maybe she'll have more knowledge of what to do with it, or you can find some other clueless Burke and take it off your hands. Up to you. I wish you luck.
Updated my journal.
Alright, so I'm guessing... Okay, it's just telling me to go to Shalandra. It's not telling me to just give it off to some poor idiot. Not that I would do that anyway. Alright, so Shalandra lives in the northeast.
I'm gone.
So I'm fairly sure there might be a way up to at least the northwest this way. These places seem to be connected fairly easily. Alley of dangerous angles. Whoopsie doodle. I already paid that. No, you haven't. Alright. I didn't want to come this way anyway. Oh. Hello, friends. I'ma punch you.
Damn it. You see that? Damn it.
Oh, you have 3 friends, you say. You can punch them too.
All right.
Where's the other guy's stuff? Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. Come on, scroll down. There we go. Alright, well that way does not lead to where I want. Can I just... I can't just fast travel, unfortunately. Oh, and I guess the alley does head straight up through to where I want to go. I may as well go that way then. Alright, that's whatever. It's just $10.
All right.
I'm just passing through anyway. Is this where I want to go? Need to find a better way to scroll. Can I just scroll with the... Yeah, I can just scroll with the arrow keys, too. Alright.
Hey, Chief. Just look natural. How many times must this fool die?
Alright, back here. Well, if anything...
Feels like I've been strained through someone's bowels.
If anything... I
I'm
could
gone.
just leave, right? And then go back to where I was? Can I not? There was a way out, wasn't here? Wasn't there a way out here? Yeah, front gate. That's where I want to be. That's where I want to go. I want to leave.
All right.
There we go. Okay, so... Northwestern is where I wanted to be. Northeastern. Okay, no, I am where I want to be. Just gotta find her house. Let's just get out of there. Shoot at the weights. Yeah, yeah. Is this her house? Yes. Oh. More friends. More friends to punch. Give me XPs. And money. This may as well be money. Hello, friend. Hello, friend. Last I almost had it that time. Don't you know it's dangerous to interrupt spellcasters while they're evoking a spell? Luckily for you, I was only practicing. What is it you want? Wish to learn more about this box. Hold out Mordor's box for Shalane to examine. Ah, yes, I remember this box well. I acquired it some time ago. What do you wish to know about it? You seem to know something about magic. Can you tell me what spell's been put on this box? For many years I studied the box and tried to learn a secret. Spell upon spell upon spell has been woven into it. To my amazement, my studies revealed that all the spells are of the type used to confine fiends. I mean, there are fiends trapped in this box. No, not fiends. A fiend. And judging by the sophistication and power of these spells, it would have to be one significant standing power of this realm. Okay. Where did you get this from? I was down in the marketplace looking for some spell components when some person offered me this box. After testing the box, I found it to be cursed, but was intrigued by the spells woven into the box, so I just purchased it anyway. The box made me decide to give it away. I was young and brash back then. In my relentless pursuit of knowledge, I carelessly undid one of the spells. Ooh, that's no good. Looking closely at the box, it was like new when I had it. Signs of decay are an indication that the spells are weakening. I realized I was in danger if I kept the box any longer, so I held a contest to get rid of it. Contest? It was the most expedient way to rid myself of it. I simply invited all of the bashers in the hive to fight each other to determine who was the best. Bashers are notorious for having big muscles and not much upstairs, if you know what I mean. They came like flies to honey. I offered some money and the box as a prize. I believe some basher named Braskin won the contest. I've got more questions. Do you know the history? The only thing I was able to learn is its name is called Mordor's Box. As to who this Mordor is or the origins of the box, I do not know. Can you safely remove the spells? Seeking to remove yourself from this box, eh? That spell is the worst of them all. Basically, that particular spell draws energy from the current owner of the box and uses it to power one of the spells in confinement. That isn't the worst of it. The fiend inside can smell this energy and would more than likely hunt down the person should it escape. It's really a no-win situation to own that box. Either it drains you, drive your energy, or the fiend within kills you. Well, I'm immortal, so I don't really... I don't really think I should care that much right now. Because, like, if I die, I just go back into my room. Let's see, if you don't mind, I'd like to ask some more questions. Is there a way to safely dispose of Mordor's box without hurting anyone? I'm not strong enough to fight or banish such a creature. It's been ages since I've been there, but there was a cathedral located in the middle of the Alley of Dangerous Angles. A priest or someone who gains their power from a higher source might be able to help you. Okay.
Updated my journal.
Alright, so I get to go down into Stabland. But I think that will be for next time. I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. I was thinking about going for 3 hours, but I don't know. I think I'm good. A good stopping point here.
Hey, I'll be in watch, Chief.
We can
Just look natural.
we can finish Box Quest, and we can also finish. I mean, I don't know if we'll be able to finish Embalming Fluid Quest, but at the very least, we can finish Box Quest next time. See where that goes. But yeah, this is pretty interesting. I don't think I'm going to need my physical notebook, so I think I'll just leave that alone in the coming sessions. But I am kind of looking forward to seeing where this goes. Kind of intriguing. So yeah, we'll come back to this next week. We will finish the box quest, and then we will see if we can find Farron. But until then, I've been Captain Floofers, and I'll be here next time. Join me, won't you?